Hello, and thank God it's Friday. It is Friday, May 7th, 2021, and the time is 5:45 p.m. Yep, happy Friday. Even though I'm not a school student anymore, just wishing you guys a great weekend already from right now. Yeah, guys, it has been a busy day today. Loads of things got done with, especially some YouTube work. One other thing that I had done today was improve my step count. Like, I just wanted to make the most out of my steps for today, so I've got some work done with my health. Wow, look at that. That is a red Tesla car right there. I really like that color of a car. Wow, Nurmagomedov pressure again. Oh, he's grabbing onto it. Yeah, guys, I am watching some more UFC games, some strong UFC games. Last week we have seen some UFC games, like the top 10 shortest finishes. Some people finishing the match in 6 seconds, some people finishing like 10 seconds, like quick matches. Like one person beating the other very quick, like game over very quick. Now, here's a pretty fair question. What kind of pressure would you feel to be in that ring, in the UFC match, on behalf of thousands of people watching in the audience? Oh, that purple cloud cover. Man, look at that. Wonderful. Well, guys, that is not the topic of today's vlog. So, for the rest of the vlog, I am going to be talking about some exercise plans on our coming trip. Yeah, guys, so I will do that. But before that, I will go through each day's total step count from recently. From April 13th, which is the date that I had my last tennis lesson. So we're going to be going through the step count of each of those days. April 13th, which was the last day that I had a tennis lesson, step count 11,307, which was 3,375 above the step count on the previous day. And yes, that was, most of it was actually from before and after the tennis lesson. I didn't do too much exercise before and after that. I had done a bit of what I would do during my typical neighborhood exercise routine. After the tennis lesson, I took the stairs up, and then that's how I came home. And the following day, it went down to 8,505. I didn't do any type of exercise. In fact, went to the dentist, but that's not the point. I'm doing this so that I could explain like how I could keep it up, like this exercise routine up. The next day, it went above 10,000. It went to 10,215. And then the following day, get ready, 16,674. But the record for that even has been broken. Now, on this date, I didn't really sleep too much. So I ended up walking at night, and I did some kind of house exercise. So that is 10,447. Although we didn't do too much exercise. We did a car picnic, but we didn't do an exercise in the park. In fact, we sat in the car. And on this day, yep, that is the record. That is the record. Yeah, I know you might be shocked with this number. 17,476. You might be shocked, but I was constantly walking around the living room at night, especially at 3 a.m. I was just so excited about the following day, what would happen with one of my teeth, and I just wasn't ready. I was kind of stressed out on the other hand too, dealing with the pressures right when they grab it out. And then the following day, April 29th, the same date that I got one of my teeth pulled out, 7,643. It wasn't too much. I mean, I had to relax anyway. So the next day that declined to 5,347, which really is not bad for just 1 or 2 days after having a surgery. Like, in fact, even 4,000 wouldn't be too bad. Like, I had to relax. Like the doctor said, I definitely should relax for 1 or 2 days. So that's what caused the number of steps to decline. So no big deal. And I had a puff on my face. Anyways, not going to talk about that. I already did the first 7 days into May, so that is 6,343 on May 1st. That is still so far the lowest I took. And then I did 2 days of the 5 digits. Although I didn't have a tennis lesson, neighborhood exercise was the biggest reason. And on this day, most of the steps that I have took wasn't included in the neighborhood exercise. In fact, only like 4 or 5, up to 5,000 of that number right there is included in the neighborhood exercise. I didn't even have a tennis lesson on this week, Tuesday. Otherwise, it would have been like 13,000. Although I'm not that kind of guy who's usually in the spirit of this type of athletics, the concept of what happened with me on that damn afternoon of July 29th, 2019 is what simply changed my life forever. That's what made me start doing these exercises around the neighborhood where my mom's place is, and time to time taking the treadmills at the fitness center to keep my step count at a good enough level. And I had anger management issues when I was a kid, but for that day, it just simply returned. And it all started with an argument over a phone charger. My phone's battery was below 1/5 and it wasn't charging, the charger wasn't working, and we dealt with it for a minute, but then after a minute I just didn't want to deal with it anymore, but my mom continued to deal with it. And right when we got off my grandma's house, we got off the car, got to my grandma's house, that's when it got at the worst. Like from then, that's when my life changed forever. And for that time frame, like, I had to put myself to a halt. Like, life stopped. Everything stopped. And only at the beginning of September, things start to slowly get into a position where we can finally resolve all the issues. And at the end of the year, that's when the right door in the front of the vehicle got fixed. Yeah, even that was broken. Man, that was such a day. And for the last 2 days, this week, Wednesday, I had made my step count to 6,624, and then 6,387. Well, not too low, at least I'm keeping it at a stable level. So yeah, on some occasions throughout the coming trip to the States, yeah, like if I can find a place that I can use as a park, and I can do jogging there, and I can even do planks, which I do at the end of each tennis lesson like I had done recently. So I'll do that. So I'll act like I'm about to start or about to end a tennis lesson. If not, then I'll just do exercises just to keep myself under control with my weight, especially with my body, with my shape. Because 2 years ago, even before we started the trip, it didn't really look good. Like, I had quite a lot of weight, I was quite chubby, and close to 2/5 of the stuff that I was wearing didn't really fit the best. And that's why I only been wearing some of those t-shirts for not even a month. Like, not even a month was able to wear those t-shirts. Like, sometimes even large wouldn't be enough for me. Like, the slim fits, out of the slim fit ones, of course. Out of the slim fit ones, even large wouldn't fit, and it would be terrible. I would have to face challenges all the time. So, in that case, this year I'm going to be much different. This year I'm going to keep it in control, and I'm just going to do this so that we don't face any kind of issue like we had on July 29th, 2019 ever again. Because that's what made me start doing those exercises. Not just because I feel guilty about being good at swimming, not being good at running, no. That damn afternoon, that shithole of an afternoon of July 29th, 2019 made me change. Forever. That's what changed my life. Forever. A new era. Where I start doing exercise and all that. Like, before that, I didn't care about my weight. I didn't care about my shape. And there were just some days that I would have lots of dirty toes and I didn't care about the number of dirty toes I had. Like, I just wanted to get into it and not care, pretty much. And there were some even days that, returning from the McFit, I would have dirty toes before July 29th bullcrap happened. And yeah, we're talking about one time that my face used to look like a snowball. Like, I'm still kind of chubby now, but 2 years ago, it was to a point that 35% of my t-shirts weren't comfortable. So this year I'm going to keep it on track. I'm going to keep myself in discipline. And I mean, even not every day, like on a day that we don't have any kind of shopping plans, I'm going to do it. Not going to hesitate. I'm going to do it. No matter what the weather is, I'm going to do it. And I mean, even if it's rainy, like I'll still do some kind of exercise, although I won't do too much compared to a sunny day. But I'm pretty sure you won't see any days where, a heavy thunderstorm gathers up. We're talking about summertime, and in a place like California, it very rarely rains. And when it rains pretty hard, and usually it rains during the winter season. Yeah, when I said that, some of you guys might be thinking I'm saying bad things about how I looked 2 years ago. Well, no, that's not the case. I'm not saying anything negative about how I looked in terms of my body, in terms of my shape 2 years ago. It's just that I would never want to go back to anything like what I've witnessed that damn afternoon on July 29th, 2019, ever again. This is why I'm keeping myself on track with these exercises. Imagine someone makes a meme out of me based on this. Like suppose it's March 2019 and I want to stay home all day, eat as much junk food as I want and avoid going to fitness centers. And then it being March 2020 and wanting to go to fitness centers, doing as much exercise on the street as I want, but can't. Wouldn't that be strange, right? Yeah, no matter who we are, no matter how tall we are, no matter how skinny we are, no matter how old we are, no matter how short we are, no matter how fat we are, and even if we have 3 eyes instead of 2, we're all human. We're all human beings. We're just a human being in this planet on behalf of so many other species, especially cows, tigers, buffaloes, rhinos, cheetahs, sharks, zebras, anything around the world, pretty much. Anything, even plants. This is why I wouldn't say anything about how I looked 2 years ago just because I looked that way. Especially in this picture right here. So yeah, this is why I gotta admit that whatever happens is whatever happens. So as you know, tomorrow is going to be a constant game vlog episode. And so I am checking out these gaming trends on the news. I'm not going to talk to you about it in the vlog for today. But I had done a recording on the Switch 8 months ago of me beating a very hard level on Mario Maker 2 with story mode. Satisfactory TAS speedrun. Yeah, even if it was recorded 8 months ago. Was it fun to watch? Hope you enjoy that. Alright guys, it's 11:45 p.m. believe it or not. So there's 15 minutes left until the end of the day. So that is it for today's vlog, May 7th, 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in 15 minutes. Have a good weekend.